Imagine a die-hard sports fan. They analyze the stats, watched hours of game footage, and have a strong feeling this is sure a bet. They want to maximize their potential win, but they may not have the money for a huge wager. This is where the double down concept comes in, the belief that a strong hunch justifies taking a bigger risk. Our research showed a positive connection between double down mindset and their likelihood of using the buy now pay later service in sports betting to finance a bet. When sports bettors perceive a strong chance of winning, they are more likely to embrace buy now pay later as a tool to leverage that opportunity. In essence, buy now pay later becomes the double down enabler, allowing them to place a larger bet and potentially double their winnings. Sunny, since our initial meeting, my team and I have conducted extensive research. We invite you to join us as we dive deeper into our presentation. First, we will discuss the problem definition and approach, followed by the research design, and lastly, the results and recommendations. We identified your problem as to seek a deeper insight into your users and potential users to refine a more precise marketing strategy ahead of your launch. Furthermore, the marketing decision problem was how can edge markets develop a more target marketing strategy by understanding your audience better? And the marketing research problem is to determine online sports bettors' behavior and characteristics so you can develop a digital advertising campaign to attract more users to Edge Boost.
To further investigate these problems, we created 3 research questions. The first one, what are the demographics and psychographic profiles of online sports bettors? Followed by, what are online sports bettors' perception of buy now, pay later, and double down? And lastly, what are the factors of sports betting advertisements that are effective at engaging interest in converting prospects into customers?
Next, we will review the results. One of the key factors that you expressed interest in was who are sports bettors? What are their characteristics, their beliefs, and attitudes? During our research, we found that 59% of sports bettors were between the ages of 25 to 34. It should be noted that 87% of participants were between 25 and 44 years old. The majority of participants were males, making up 61%, followed by females, making up 38%, and non-binary made up less than 1%. 73% of participants indicated that they made less than $89,000. Furthermore, the sports bettors seemed to research and analyze teams and players before placing bets, suggesting that this aspect is moderately important to them. They also seem to agree that social media and online platforms are somewhat influential in their sports betting decisions. To review the complete demographics and psychographics profile, you can reference to the appendix section in our report.
To better understand the connections between sports betting strategies and financial services, particularly the double down strategy and the buy now, pay later as a financial service, we surveyed sports bettors on their perception and familiarity. The chart on the left shows that 59.3% of sports bettors are likely to use a BNPL service to finance their bets, indicating a significant inclination towards integrating financial services with betting activities. Our survey also focused on the double down, a big win strategy, a high risk, high reward tactic in sports betting. The responses from that survey, displayed in the graph on the right, reveal that 64% consider the strategy good, 15% great, and only 1% viewed it as poor. This demonstrates a predominantly positive perception towards this betting tactics among sports bettors. Upon further analysis, uncovered a notable correlation within the data. As sports bettors' positive perception of the double down strategy increases, so does their likelihood of using BNPL services. This trend suggests that more favorable views on betting strategies may influence the adoption of financial services within sports betting. To complement these quantitative findings, we turn to qualitative insights gathered from our interviews. From those interviews, we found out that bettors who are very familiar with BNPL services perceive it as an opportunity to maximize returns. Meanwhile, those less familiar view these services as risky and unnecessary. This divergence in view is not a bad thing, but rather presents both a challenge and opportunity to bridge the gap for your target audience. This can be achieved by delivering effective advertisements that are engaging and that can attract potential users to your platform of service.
In order to better understand what makes sports betting advertisements effective, we asked sports bettors to rate 7 key factors on importance that we identified through academic and industry research, including offer promotions and or bonuses, relevance, featuring well-known athletes and our sports teams, entertaining content, ads that use celebrities, ads that highlight unique features such as mobile accessibility or live betting, and ads that focus on responsible gambling. The good news? All of the factors were considered important, as you can see from the graph on the left, but some stood out. Digging deeper, we found that sports bettors highly valued ads featuring well-known athletes and sports teams and celebrities. Our survey results showed that these ads, along with unique features like mobile betting, had the most impact based on the calculated means in the table on the right. Our interviews also revealed that these types of ads were the most memorable, with the majority of our interviewees mentioning famous personalities, including comedian Kevin Hart, former NFL player Rob Gronkowski, retired NBA star Kevin Garnett, and Academy Award-winning actor Jamie Foxx. This suggests a clear opportunity. Partnering with celebrities, athletes, and or sports teams can significantly boost your digital marketing strategy by enhancing your brand recognition and engagement, thereby making your ads more effective in engaging interest and converting prospects into customers.
The first recommended course of action for edge markets would be to establish a social media presence. Benefits for edge markets include showcasing their offerings and building brand awareness, using data mining techniques on the abundance of real time information available on social media platforms to obtain valuable insights about their customers and competitors, which in turn can help the company to make informed decisions. By utilizing more than one social media platform, edge markets can deepen the perceived power of the brand. Leveraging social media for marketing purposes is also much more cost effective than paid advertising. Research indicates that a significant percentage of sports bettors utilize social media to socialize with other like minded bettors, which builds community and camaraderie, and obtaining information about games and players through social media and use social media to discuss them extensively. This slide contains a list of the most popular platforms for sports bettors. According to academic research, 62% of bettors that use Twitter place wagers weekly and spend 15% more than users on other platforms. 49% of sports bettors between the ages of 18 and 34 use Facebook and Twitter. While not considered as prominent for sports bettors, Instagram has 2 billion active users, which makes it a great platform for gaining exposure and reaching an entirely new audience. Furthermore, ads on TikTok can potentially reach over 1 billion adults over the age of 18 each month. And lastly, Discord and Reddit are other forum-based platforms that sports bettors use for obtaining sports betting information. This slide contains additional social media platforms used heavily by sports bettors, which Edge Markets can leverage to promote its financial product. The platforms include TikTok, Discord, and Reddit. This slide contains examples of celebrity/influencer endorsed advertisements. According to a study, young people perceived that celebrities and influencers created additional appeal and recall of gambling advertisements because they were attention-grabbing and familiar. The second recommendation pertains to advertising. As mentioned a couple of slides earlier, our survey and interview results found that participants valued ads featuring well-known athletes and celebrities and ads that highlighted the product's unique features. This suggests that edge markets should work on establishing partnerships with prominent social media influencers and celebrities to boost brand awareness and stand out from competitors. Furthermore, edge markets should also focus their digital marketing efforts toward highlighting what makes Edge Boost a unique product. Specifically explain how the BNPL option allows bettors to pay back the amount they wager over the course of 4 weeks versus upfront only, 0% interest. By paying back the principal earlier, a user's Edge Boost credit increases, can also track spending across all sportsbooks, as well as the built-in responsible gambling features. The last recommendation would be to enhance SEO or search engine optimization. SEO aims to make websites more visible on search engines, which can, in turn, facilitate more website traffic. When working on SEO optimization, it's important to ensure that the keywords used on EdgeBoost's website are relevant to the content in order to increase its ranking in search results for specific targeted keywords. You can use platforms such as Google Search Console, Bing Webmaster Tools, or Moz to keep track of your SEO rankings.
While this study contributes valuable information for edge markets, it is not without limitations. Primarily, the research depended on self-reported data from surveys and interviews, which may be susceptible to response biases. Also, social desirability bias may influence responses, as participants may tend to provide answers that align with social norms or expectations rather than their true opinions or behaviors. Further, the accuracy of self-reported data may be compromised, as participants may have difficulty recalling their behaviors accurately or may not disclose certain information truthfully. Additionally, there's a risk of selection bias in the participant sample. Those who agree to participate may not fully represent the entire population of sports bettors, potentially impacting the validity of the results. Lastly, there may be limitations in the generalization of the findings. The insights gained from the survey or interviews may be specific to the study's particular context and may not be readily applicable to other populations or scenarios. This research highlights the perceptions, advertising influences, and demographic and psychographic factors surrounding the online sports betting landscape. By understanding these dynamics, targeted strategies can be developed to promote responsible betting practices using edge markets. We conducted this research as students in the University of Southern California's Masters of Communication Management program with an area of focus in market research. Our training and academic background has equipped us with the skills to design and execute comprehensive research that contributes to the understanding of sports betting behavior.